Yeah, JD, welcome to another episode of filmmaking ama Island filmmaking. Tena unaweza niita Chitafi Maloti 254. Hiyo ndio jina inajulikana by the way. Meanwhile, kama hujafollow pale social media, kimbia pale jo, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure una subscribe kwa Visual Entertainment kwa sababu hapa ndio kwa utakuwa unapata all details about filmmaking. Hitaji ndio uanze kufanya film. By the way, this tutorial ni about ni for upcomers, wale watu wenye wanaanza, beginners wenye ndo wanaanza filmmaking. If you are a beginner and you have passion in filmmaking, then I believe that this tutorial will be beneficial to you. Now let's jump into what you need to do na tuone how can you start this journey of filmmaking. I go by the name Chitafi Maloti 254. Now, the first thing you need to do, we have 5 steps about 5 things you need to consider ndio uanze cinema, uanze industry ya cinema. One, we are going to talk about know where you are. Sasa, know where you are, the location, the surrounding, know where you are. 2, tunaenda kuongelea about know what you want. 3, tunaenda kuongelea about know the people you associate with ama your partners. 3, tunaenda kuongelea about know your partners. Then you need to know what do you focus on na which steps unachukua to make sure umeachieve what you want. Sidio? Ama vipi? Yes, welcome tena kwa show yetu kwa episode 2 of filmmaking in Islands. Whereby nimekuambia tunaenda kuongelea about the challenges, what you need to do and how can we grow our industry. Kumbuka, this is Moon Visual Entertainment, home of professional where dreams are visualized. And today, in today's episode, we are focusing on 5 steps that you need follow. 5 things that you need to do to make, as a beginner. This tutorial is all about the beginners. And by the way, for those people who are ready, who have experience in this industry, also this tutorial can help you. That's if kama maybe you just want to mentor someone or this and fanya kitu yoyote kwa industry. So like maybe umesahau kitu fulani, you can just review. Wanasemanga ku-review what you did is not wrong. Sindio? So, welcome. Nimesema, the first thing you need to do is know where you are. Know where you are. Speaking of knowing where you are, we are looking at it in terms of environment. No. Like, ni environment yako inakaaje. No. For instance, we are in Islands, parts of Nairobi. Tunafaa kujua the standards of living zinakaaje hapa. Hello. Kwa sababu at the end of the day, we need our community to be our viewers. We need our community to be our audience. So you have to understand your location. You have to understand your environment. You have to understand your capability. You have to understand yourself first before you begin this journey of filmmaking. Ukifanya hivi, then you will be ready to tackle any challenge, anything that comes kwa way yako. But if haujajielewa, believe me, you are not going to sustain this industry. Unaenda kuiwacha, unaenda kuachia wale watu wenye already they have experience. Kwa sababu you just trust the process. No, just trust the process. That's all about knowing where you are. The second thing that you should be considering sana, yenye ni kitu unafaa kuna consider sana, ni know what you want to be. Know what you want. You can't just wake up one day and say I am a filmmaker. You need to know what you want. It's something that you should think about, like even if advisable, even 5 months just thinking about this thing. No. Because filmmaking, it's an industry that requires patience and upright mind. Like you just need to stir up your mind na useme I just want to do this filmmaking. It's not an easy field. It's not something that is so cheap. It's expensive. It's expensive. But when you ukijua what you want in industry, then believe me, you're going to sustain this industry. Any challenge that may come your way, you are going to tackle it. You know how to deal with your challenges, no? And you know how to maneuver around, look for funds, and do all those things. The other thing that we are supposed to focus on, since that already you know your people, you know your location vizuri, you know your community, now you understand nini unataka kwa this film industry. Maybe you just wanna be unataka kufanya documentary, maybe unataka kufanya story na sci-fi movies, ama unataka kufanya supernaturals, unataka kufanya drama, telenovelas. Just choose a specification thing, like a specific thing that you want to focus for your kid. No. Like maybe I want to focus on action movies. I need to understand that action movies inafanywa aje. I need a stunt director, I need this, I need that person, I need to be nani. You need to understand who is involved in action movies. Once you understand hiyo, then believe me, you are going to succeed in this field. The other thing here that you are supposed to understand, ukisema you want to know what you want, ni understanding and accepting the fact that you have to use money. You have to use money. By the way, it sounds aje, sijui inasoundaje, niseme inasoundaje, but you just need to accept the fact that you need to use money. Hakuna kitu ya bure. You need to use money to get what you want. So at the end of the day, maybe you don't have cameras, you don't have sound, lights, whatever, and you need to hire these things. You need to bring your cast on board. You need to bring your crew on board so that you can shoot this story yenye umeandika. Unaelewa? So just understand what you want to be, and that will help you sana kwa industry. Welcome again, by the way, big shout out to those people who are behind these cameras, sound, lights. By the way, today we are not in studio, tunakuja live from the ground. Like tumetoka kwenda kwa street kupiga this episode kwa street to show you that you need to understand your environment. So I've said that you need to understand, you need to know where you are and what you wanna be. So the third thing you need to do is know what you are focusing on. Unaelewa ni nini una focus nayo. You just need to understand what you are focusing on. For instance, nimekupatia tu example, I wanna be a action movie director. Unaelewa? So I need to understand the takes and what is involved. Unaelewa? I need to have at least a background of maybe of this nini vitu zina involve kama stunts nini, nafaa kuona those ideas so that zinisaidie kuelewa what nafanya. Unaelewa? I'm moving to my point number 4, and it's very important. By the way, if you are taking notes, andike chini, make it your number 1 point. You need to understand the 4th point. Unafaa ku get it right as a filmmaker mwenye anaanza. What you need to understand: take the right who are the people you partner with? Who are the people surrounding you? You need to understand ni nani una involve nae katika hii sinema unataka kufanya. Unaelewa? Know your partners. Know those people who surrounds you. Like from your chain of friendship, like just choose those friends that can help you achieve what you want. hiyo ndio kitu kubwa sana unafaa kufanya. That's why nimesema make it your number one point, kwa sababu a lot of film beginners, a lot of beginners wanafanyanga this mistake. They just get overwhelmed with this filmmaking industry, then they wanaingia kwa field, they shoot and they think that their friends can support them in maybe subscribing, sharing their videos and commenting. So when anachukua pale ameweka pale maybe kwa platform, then anaenda hapa anapata 2 views, anakuwa discouraged because haku understand watu wenye ana partner nao. Know the people that you partner with, na this thing this step is going to help you sana katika kujenga filamu. The other thing that I want you to understand is very important. From your points, make it number 2. Make it number 2. Make it number 2. This point, make it number 2. Please, The other thing you need to understand is know the right steps. Know the right steps to your destination. Like steps gani unachukua, which action are you taking to make sure that umefika to your destination. You are the beginner, you need to understand that you have to learn. You need to understand that you have to accept that you are a beginner, na unafaa ku accept the fact that correction inakwanga. You have to understand that you need to look for funds. You have to understand no one will be pleased with what you're doing. Then you have to understand kuna hypocrites kwa life yako. Unaelewa? So you just know that you just have to get these right steps so that zinaweza kulead to a destination. Unaelewa? I want to do a recap of what we have just discussed. Those are the 5 steps that you need to follow to make sure that you are set and you are ready to tackle anything that might come on your way. So step number 1 tumesema know where you are. Step number 2 tumesema know what you wanna be. Step number 3 tukasema ni know what you're focusing on. And step number 4 tukasema know who you are partnering with, with your partners. Then the last step number 5 nimesema know the right steps that will lead you to your destination. Have the right steps that will lead you to your destination. These are the 5 most important steps as a beginner to understand in this field of filmmaking. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscription button, turn the notification bell on, so that unaweza pata more episodes tukiweka. Thank you.